Hey everybody, welcome back to some more Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, the Golden Sea. Hold on, Bongo's a little too loud for me. Let me just... Okay, that's much better. Alright, so in the previous session, and in a pretty crazy way, we essentially had a resolution to our Halloween event of sorts, with our party investigating the disappearance of the residents of the Indigo Village. They teamed up with Team Lightspeed and had discovered the ghost ship. And doing some sleuthing, they found out that this indeed was the party responsible for capturing everyone on the island. And in fact, they used to be Jack's former crew back in his former life. And unfortunately, they all died. And the party ended up investigating on what exactly was it that killed them and has kept their souls trapped in this realm. And that was the Void Beast, a strange, massive Gengar that had been transformed in a similar way to the Claw Beast that the party encountered, along with some of its own funky little shadowy stuff that was also encountered. As once the party had defeated it in their ship, it caused them to still be consumed by the Void Beast, and they fought essentially its soul directly. And once they defeated it there, the Void Beast's remnant festered itself inside Chef, and both it and Black Fog tried to wrestle control over Chef's body, and Black Fog ended up winning, and by absorbing the Void Beast's power, was powerful enough to control Chef's body and fight against the rest of the party. And after a long and arduous battle and some help from Zenith, who was there the whole time, and everyone just forgot, he was able to knock out Chef after he had beaten the rest of the party at the last second. And then as that was happening, due to the Void Beast being essentially killed/absorbed, its own little soul realm started to fall apart, and we don't know what has happened to our party since. All we do know is that since the Void Beast is no more, all of Jax's former crew was able to finally pass on to the afterlife. All that remains is Jack, as he has a new crew to stick around for. So we bring our party. We meet our party out in drifting in the sea.
Oh.
Hold on, let me get some proper ambience.
Oh, this is such a cheerful moment, guys.
Exactly, yeah, perfect music, am I right? Alright. And currently, everyone is, like, completely exhausted. Chef, you are unconscious. Everyone's, like, just barely hanging on, barely awake. It's the next day after what happened in the previous session, or at least from what you can recall. And
does that mean the band-aid I took in the middle of the day last time has healed an injury by now?
Sure, we'll say that. I mean, considering how much you got beaten, we'll say that, yeah, that's fine. So,
alrighty.
It's been quite a bit of time since what transpired last time. And one sec. you all managed to like have been able to cling on to some driftwood. However, without a ship, like the Jack's ship is no more. It capsized. It is completely broken, and was completely destroyed by the void beast. And so now you guys are all just drifting away, just waiting for hopefully some form of rescue. And one sec. Crap. Eventually, you guys hear like currently you guys don't like feel much difference outside of like the slight crashing of waves and things like that. However, the waves start to get like a bit more shaky and a bit more intense, and it reaches the point where you start to feel like you're about to fall off or just drop from your you feel like you're about to like drop from your driftwood until you hear a very I cannot English today. I'm sorry. Until very close to you, you hear this this low horn. It's close, but it's still quite in the distance. But you can hear it go. And you guys look up, and eventually, reaching up to you guys is a massive metal barge.
Oh dear God.
Oh my.
I thought that was a Waylord at first.
Well, I mean, as it
Yes,
comes closer, you realize that it actually is vaguely shaped like one. And it comes closer, and then it like reaches over to like your level. It slowly lowers itself, and then its mouth opens, and you are all pulled in,
Nom.
and then the mouth closes, and everything fades to black, and
Oh, there's a clink clang on the side.
and all of you are just utterly exhausted at this point. And one sec. Okay. And so everything is like this. You can't really see or tell what's anything that's going on until you all open your eyes and find yourself in this metal laboratory. And let me just...
Oh, this is a little motley crew we have here, isn't it?
I'd say so. You all wake up to see that you're surrounded by an interesting group of Pokemon. You see a Tinkaton, a Whimsicott, and what you can surmise is maybe an Appletun and a funky jacket, and then a Pokemon that looks like an Applin, but looks a little different. And the Whimsicott speaks up, is like, "Are you all doing okay?" As she sort of like bounces around to try to like check on you all, and you all look down and see that you have bandages and just like your typical like wrappings all over your body, and by this I mean congratulations, you guys have been fully healed.
Holy.
So no more injuries,
Yes.
and
Chef, you are still unconscious though. I'd like to make that apparent.
good.
Everyone is
Good.
everyone is
Oh,
still
thank goodness.
everyone is awake. Chef is still going. All right.
Mon after my own heart, still sleeping despite immense amounts of trauma.
No, dear. Of course they have some, obviously they have some history, but let's, make it a bit more welcoming to them. And then the Ting-Tung goes, hey, I just want to know what their whole deal is. Especially that Blaziken. What's he doing out in the middle of the sea? And, Zenith, he's just like, against my will, but, I've, had to resort to dire circumstances. And then the Whimsicott just sort of hops over. Is like, well, those old bandages of yours seem a bit outdated. I can reapply them if you like. I'm fine. I can do it myself if you don't mind. Are you sure? I am certified. I'm fine. Please, I'd rather just do it myself. And then he sort of just like takes the roll of bandages from the Whimsicott, and so just sort of like walks back here.
Hey, careful back there. Don't break anything.
I'll be fine. Well, he seems like he's had quite a day, and I could say the same thing about you guys.
You have no idea.
Well, how about I introduce myself? My name's Lily. This is my whole laboratory. Well, this one specifically, no. This is my partner's laboratory. But this whole ship here is by my design. And here is my esteemed partner. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Name's Auta. Pleasure to meet you all.
Nice to meet you. Firstly, thank you for saving us. We don't know where we'd be if we hadn't come.
Yeah, I'm done being at the bottom of the ocean. Really greatly appreciated.
Thank you. I'm Gemma. These are my friends.
John, switch your image.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Wait, let me.
What do you mean? Jonathan J. Total. It's like the number 100 and like 1200 in the Pokédex. Jonathan J.
Yeah, sure. No, let me do something real quick. So, of course, I'd like to introduce our new guest, John. He is, yeah, you should have access to, switching your
The Gen 10
there.
Legendary.
Yeah. But no, this is he is, once again, another player from my previous Mystery Dungeon campaign. And, as you can see, yes, that is an Appletun. I know it looks like he's wearing a funky little, he's wearing, goggles and a swim cap. No, he's just wearing some goofy glasses. But,
My
yeah.
old hair got messed up.
Yep. So, yeah. And then, also, John, I was able to finagle some settings, so you should be able to, if you go to the chat, and you go, down to the very bottom corner, where it's it likely says type as Jonathan J. You can swap it over. There we go. He's got the thing. Or at least the Pokemon Bank sprite. Or not Bank, Pokemon Home. Speaking of which, I should do the same. I should update Chef's thing because I do have art for it.
W.
All right, and then okay, so. Anyways, back to the actual story. So yeah, and then this is Lily. This is inspired by, funny enough, John's campaign that I was in. We've encountered two other characters that are based off of characters from his campaign as well. Those being Ness the Mimikyu and Raphael the Decidueye back in session 1. So here we got Lily the Ticketon. And as it might be a bit hard to notice because the sprite is so small, but Lily's arm is fully mechanical. She has a completely prosthetic arm, while the other one is holding her hammer. So, seems like you guys got quite the crazy story. Would you mind tell me names? Why you guys were drowning in the middle of the sea, and why that guy's still asleep? She says pointing at Chef.
Long story. We can talk about it later. Suffice to say, it's probably best that he's getting his rest.
Yeah, he's been through. I wouldn't say a lot. He's been through too much.
And
I know how that feels.
And then suddenly the little funky little Applin goes and starts like inspecting Chef. Is like, wow, bro got messed up. And then you guys just heard one voice. Then you hear a second voice as well. He's covered in bandages. What happened? That's when you guys realize that's the voice of two Pokemon coming from one being.
2 from 1.
Hyrie, Kia, leave the poor guy alone, alright?
But we wanna see. And then you realize, as the both the top antenna tail thing and the bottom tail start like swing, like basically like moving around, but in like completely different patterns. And you know what, Micha, give me a Pokemon education check because you've studied Pokemon. You might be able to figure out what's going on here.
Gotcha. Could've been better.
9. All right. So you're not able to tell what exactly is going on here, but you can tell that there are 2 Pokemon. That is 2 Pokemon right there, right in front of you.
I've never seen 2 Pokemon like that before. Awkward. Thanks.
Oh, don't mind them. They're, you know, they're our daughters. They're inseparable at this stage. It's fine.
You're
Yes, these are our daughters, Hyrie and Kaya, and I'm Auta's wife, Irene. Nice to meet you.
Oh, it's nice to meet you. I'm Micha. Again, that's Gemma, and
I'm Ostinato.
Truly, we cannot thank you enough for saving us.
And who's your sleeping friend over there?
That's he's been through quite a lot these past couple of days.
And Chef is Eevee. So Auta, are you currently like inspecting Chef, or are you giving your kids a stern talking to?
I also be like trying to look at like, Hyrie, Kira, come on, stop messing with the person who's currently unconscious. I know you two like to explore and stuff, but now is not the time.
Okay, alright.
And then Auta himself will check up on Chef.
Alright, I made a character sheet for Auta. You have access to that, right?
I do, yes.
Also, there we go, I updated Chef's icon.
Yay, gloves!
Yep. So yeah, Auta, give me a perception check on good old Chef.
Oh. Perception, perfect. I'm amazing at those.
Uh-huh.
Here it is.
Alright,
21.
So, yes, we got getting a 1 right at the very start. Uh-huh. But
sounds like so funny.
Uh-huh, yeah, but,
So real.
so true, bestie. So, Auta, you are, like, looking at Chef, and, you know, like, from the on the surface, you can tell that, yes, he's very banged up, but, Chef, at this point, you're actually starting to come to. You're starting to, like, like, awaken slightly, and you feel like you just had a awful dream, and you feel very lightheaded and exhausted, and then, like, right as you wake up, you don't feel anything, but all of a sudden, your whole body aches. But yeah, so Auta, as you are inspecting Chef, something feels a little, like right as he wakes up, something, you're able to get bad vibes from him. Not from him as a person, but you're able to tell that something's wrong here. And the more you think about it, the more it starts to remind you of something or someone. Give me another. Actually, one sec. Let me check something real quick. How about you give me another? Yeah, give me another perception check.
23.
Ooh, okay, all right, nice. Auta, you're able to immediately tell that Chef reminds you a lot like your old friend Slim, in that he is a shadow Pokemon.
Alright, then I'm just gonna keep that information for himself for a second, and he's gonna go up and try and support Chef, as you know, he sees him being a little rocky after waking up.
Alright.
Like,
Quick question to you. Do I remember what happened?
Gee, do you remember? That is a wonderful question. Give me a focus check.
Oh no! I think it improved.
I mean, your skills did improve upon evolution.
Yeah, let's see. But his focus was with us. Okay.
All right.
How bad?
Your head is very fuzzy right now. You can only remember mere like glimpses and flashes. Like you do remember everything that led up to your confrontation with Black Fog after the battle with the Void Beast, and then everything else is just like vague flashes, and all you can really remember is all of your friends are surround you, and then at one point, all of a sudden, you see Zenith, and then everything fades to black. And then you realize, oh wait, Zenith's here. What?
you're right there, buddy. Chef, your friends are calling you, right?
I think I'll be fine.
I'm guessing you're the party's tank, judging by. I know that feeling. Don't worry. Some rest will do you just fine.
I should be fine. I look over to everyone else, and then I look over at myself, and I'm like, oh, I evolved.
Among other things, yes.
Huh. What happened? I don't remember evolving.
Let's just say you had help from a friend to help you evolve.
Friend, yeah.
Oh. Okay, cool. You guys helped me. Great.
Auta, Zenith walks over to you. Is like, the situation is a little complicated. I don't know if it is. Hey, yo, why did the music stop?
I assumed you stopped it.
I did not mean to do that. What the heck? Hold on.
You're going for a serious moment between Zenith and Auta. I assumed the music stopped because of that.
Go has a mind of its own and has gained sentience.
Actually, you know what? Let's go with that. Let's go with that. All right, we're having like a little bit of a serious moment, so we'll keep it as such. All right, so Zenith like leans over to you, Auta, as if like and starts whispering into your ears like, the situation is a bit complicated. I assume.
I look back up at him. Oh, you finish your line.
Yeah, it's Zenith basically says, it might be best to have your children not within earshot.
I then look. I look Zenith in the eye, and with a knowing smile, go, "Don't worry, I know more about this than you think."
Very well. And he sort of like holds up his non-cast arm and just backs away. Continue.
Chef is just during that talk. Chef is just bending each individual new limb that he now has, or specifically each limb that has now become much longer. He's like, huh.
Imagine having limbs cannot be
so
me.
much easier.
You have nubs, Ostinato.
I don't think they count, but we'll give them. We'll half count them.
You'll get some later on. Don't worry.
So, who wants to be the bearer of bad news?
So I guess I must have blacked out after evolving? I mean, I remember you guys were looking at me strangely and then Zenith appeared.
Well,
also there was...
It was more blacked out as you evolved.
Oh, I'm at full HP, cool!
well, the thing is, you evolved during a battle with us. But
yeah.
we were the ones fighting you.
Lily goes, was like some sort of funky little sparring session you guys got?
No. Did he take control?
He did. I'm really sorry.
Hey, hold on. What do you mean by he?
Well,
who are you?
Well, I guess for the past few days, really, we've been, quote-unquote, accompanied by this, I guess, what people have been saying, shadow Pokemon known as Black Fog. And they chose Chef as its host. He was able to keep him, quote-unquote, suppressed for a while. If we were in a pinch, Chef would call upon him. But when we were in a real pinch, let's just say Black Fog took the reins.
I see. Well, I've dealt with shadow Pokemon before, believe it or not. But I haven't heard of a shadow Pokemon possessing another person before. Or another Mon.
Irene sort of like hops away and like sort of like hops over and sort of like nudges for her daughters to like take a step back.
Fair. Yeah.
So, in short,
Chef looks a little hurt with that, and he's just gonna start to bunker down.
Oh no! He's sort of like oh my.
He's just gonna lower his arms and he's just gonna bunker.
It is not the baneful bunker. It is the sad bunker.
I had this song prepared. I'm like, you know what? We want some unwavering emotions. I'll give you unwavering emotions.
So, in short, Chef, Black Fog forced you to evolve.
Yeah.
And then fought us. And Ostinato and I kept our promise, but you seem fine for the most part. Thankfully.
You're lucky.
We didn't have to do anything.
Without Xena's help, I don't know if we would have been able to finish the job, so to speak. But I'm glad no one ended up getting lastingly hurt.
I'll say this, kid. You're lucky to be alive.
Yeah.
Did I hurt you?
Yeah, but I'm doing fine now.
Yeah, but it wasn't you. It was Black Fog.
Just your body, not your mind.
So what you did to us, don't even think about that. You didn't do that. It was Black Fog's fault, not yours.
Don't mind me. I just realized that Tinkaton's sprite should be much bigger. So.
Oh dear God.
Yeah. Yeah.
That being said,
she is short, but that is the Pokemon, not the hammer. The hammer is huge. But actually,
that being said, well, it was Black Fog's fault. We do need to figure out what we're gonna do going forward about it at some point soon.
Do you?
I'm getting very wary as I'm seeing a Tinkaton move to a strategic position around Chef.
No. Actually, first of all, you're the poison type against the fairy type, and you also resist steel.
Oh, but also steel type, to be fair.
The poison type, the fairy type is immune to poison because steel.
But you also resist both fairy and steel. Anyways, Lily actually walks over to you, Auta. Is like, you think this is a good idea having them here? I don't want to mess having them in our laboratories, especially with all the others we got here.
It's better if they're here. If something goes wrong, I'll be able to handle it. I've seen things get worse with shadow Pokemon before.
Oh yeah, you and your crazy crew.
Team Infinity.
Is that right?
Yeah, don't worry. How I had one of those back in my day. I told you about them.
Hold up. Wait,
Yeah.
haven't we heard that term before? Have we heard that term before,
Yes,
DM?
you guys have. Yes.
Hmm?
What?
You've,
Team?
Wait, the Infinity. We've heard team before. Of course we've heard team.
You've heard Team Infinity brought up by 3 other Pokemon before.
We've met a couple Pokemon that were part of Team Infinity. There was Nightshade, and then
As you say their names, you can like notice Atsu's face like get more and more like happy and excited.
Then there was
Roosevelt.
Roosevelt.
But there was also another person there, another Pokemon. It was a Butterfree, if I remember correctly. They said that
Sunny? Please tell me it was Sunny.
I
they-
Jacob can't remember.
Yeah, it was funny, and we were actually there. Their inn or their hotel they had set up.
I have not heard those names in ages. It's good then to hear. They all must be fine then, right?
Yeah, they're doing great.
Yeah, I'm shocked you met Roosevelt of all people. He's been
Scary.
pretty.
Very kind but scary.
Yeah, but
He's a big softy once you get to know him.
that I can imagine.
The
And
amount of power he holds.
And y'all still have no idea why he's a Mew, because Roosevelt is like, you know what? Nah, no lore for you. Okay,
Yes.
anyways.
Wait, hold on. How much about when you met Roosevelt? What did you see?
You
Well-
saw him like shift from like his toucannon to like a Mew form.
All right. So he's not hiding that anymore, I guess.
No, he is. He didn't want to transform as that in the town that we were in.
Mm.
But he didn't hide it from us. I think that was because we were fighting Manaphy?
Manaphy and Fiona.
Oh man, the day we found out he was a Mew, that was a day and a half. Let me tell you something. These bringing up some good memories. Most of them are me getting, kicked in the face, but either way.
Yeah,
Oh, that-
we did meet some of your old team. Yeah.
How is Sunny doing?
They're doing-
What were you saying?
They're doing great. Sunny's doing just fine. I guess
Alright.
they had told us you had met them when they were just like Caterpie. I guess.
I saw that kid grow up from a Caterpie to a Butterfree. Every single day when we were in our home base, all he wanted to do was to join us, go on adventures and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm happy.
I
I'm happy
imagine
to hear
that.
that. He actually did join Team Infinity for a while there as well.
Hmm.
I'm sure he was a great team member.
Anyway, and enough about that reminiscing. Right now, well, you have you lot to take care of now, considering one of you is currently having trouble with the shadow Pokemon.
Yeah.
Oh, Chef, do you still like feel Black Fog in a way? Or sense him?
I was a little hesitant about talking with him again, especially since he keeps changing our deal every time we talk.
So I'm guessing that's a yes. You can still sense him?
DM,
Wait,
can
hold-
I still sense him?
You can sense his presence within you, but like it seems like dormant at the most part. You like kind of get the idea that he might just be like inactive at the moment, but not gone.
He's still there. Well,
Hold
just
on.
inactive.
Did you say deal?
Okay, so one, Misha got something wrong earlier, where you said that he chose me? He didn't choose me. I ate his finger, and then he was trapped in me. That's what happened. He didn't choose to be in me.
Lily goes, you ate his what? Lily now to say, you ate his what? Irene goes, oh my.
It was a stressful situation.
Yeah.
He was grappling my friend, so I went and I used bite.
Listen, kid, I stress eat too, but I don't stress eat other Pokemon.
I just instinctively swallowed, okay?
Wow.
Hyray goes, cool! Kaya goes, ew!
Yeah. Oh. For the love of Arceus.
Definitely, I'll say, would never do again.
Yeah, and then you proceeded to make a deal with them.
Well,
is what I'm hearing.
Chef
I figured with the deal that would eventually pass on. Like
that's not. No, that's not how Shadow Pokemon work. I should know.
Evidently.
Oh, brother. Oh, where is Paul when you need him?
Trapping him in my body. It was a little. I felt a little guilty, even with all the bad stuff he did to us.
Where's Talls when you need him? By Arceus.
Actually, now that you mention it, maybe Slim might be the right person to talk to.
Who?
Oh, just another one of Auta's friends, also a member of Team Infinity.
Yeah, they
also really, really powerful, like Roosevelt.
In his own way, yes.
Oh no, Talls was powerful. Let me tell you something. He had to deal with the same thing you're going through right now. You want to know the difference? Well, there's lots of differences, but the big difference is that he didn't make a deal with the Shadow Pokemon.
Zenith is just like, he continues to contemplate if he should have just waited and gone to Crimson Island with Roosevelt instead of you guys.
Chef is with every single time that Auta shouts at him, he's just starting to bunker down again.
Sorry, I'm not meaning to get angry. It's just I've seen this happen one too many times before, and I thought I was finally done with that part of my life.
Well, I had my own crazy stuff that I had to deal with against my own will, and eventually I learned to just go with it. So this guy's got a funky little shadow demon in his soul. Gotta deal with it. You're not gonna try to use that. From what I can tell, you seem like a good person. You're not gonna try to stick that against us, huh? Right? Lily says like as she now is like holds her bionic arm onto her hammer. Right?
I'm confused about the question.
As in you're not going to sick the shadow demon against them.
Not intentionally, although I can't really guarantee your safety given what just happened.
And with that, Irene, can you take Hyrie and Kaya out of the room, please?
Yeah, do that.
Yes. Let's go to the rehabilitation center with the others. Okay, bye. And sort of
Thanks, Cotton.
And Irene hops away while Hyrie and Kaya just sort of like just proceed to just roll.